I have a picture that is similar to yours on your activity. So over here I have a picture of bumblebees that are arranged in an array. First of all, I noticed there is an equal groups of bumblebees, otherwise we couldn't make the array. So now what I'm going to do is, there are two ways we can actually skip count to find the total. I'm going to show you the first way and then the second way. So the first way would be to skip count the rows. Oops. So as you know, the rows go across. So I have 2 in each row, 2 bumblebees in each of my rows. So I would skip count by 2s. I'm going to record how I skip counted on the side, just like they did in the video if you watched it. So 2, so I would write down the 2 here, 4, and 6. So I know the total number of bees I have is 6. I'm going to be able to check my work when I do this the other way, which will be coming up next. The other way we can skip count is to use the columns. So as we can see, there are 2 columns in this array. One is here and one is here. There are 1, 2, 3 bumblebees in each column. So I am now going to skip count by 3s, and I'm going to write them at the top where the columns would be. So this would be 3 to show this column. This would be 6 if I'm skip counting by 3s. So skip counting the columns is another way to do this. You can choose, you don't have to do both. I'm going to show one last example with a new array. So here we see cupcakes. I'm going to start by skip counting the rows. Now, as I said, this is a choice. You can choose to skip count the rows or columns. You don't have to do both. But if you'd like to check your work, you can use both. So I can see in my rows go across. I have 1, 2, 3 cupcakes in each of my rows. So I'm going to skip count by 3s and record my answers on the next side. So 3, 6, 9, if I'm skip counting by 3s. I'm going to show an additional step if you would like a challenge for yourself today. You do not have to do this part of the activity. But if you would like an extra challenge, you can create a repeated addition sentence. So it's called repeated addition sentence, and this would represent the picture. We're going to have lessons about this in the future. This is only if you'd like a challenge for today to try something different. So we have 3 groups of 3. So I'm going to put 3 plus 3 plus 3, which would equal 9 when we skip count those, because it's 3, 6, 9. That's only a challenge. I'm going to write it here so you are not thinking you have to do it if you wish to. So now we're going to skip count the columns instead of the rows. As we can see, in each column, there are 1, 2, 3 columns, and in each column we have 1, 2, 3 cupcakes. So I'm going to skip count the columns up at the top. 3, 6, 9. This is the same as the one we previously did because we have the same number of rows and columns. So the challenge, if you wish to do it, is to make a repeated addition sentence for each array. So it would be 3 plus 3 plus 3 once again, which would give us a total of 9. 3, 6, 9. 3, 6, 9. All right, have fun with your skip counting the array activity.